In this section, we're going to go over labels, filters, and variations or modifications to your email address to help you sort your mail. The nice thing about Gmail, that when it first started 15 years ago, was that they created a labeling system rather than a folder system, which is what most people were conditioned and used to. They made labels, or we would call them tags now, where you could put or associate one piece of mail or one message to multiple labels, which was equivalent to having it in multiple folders. Of course, in a true folder situation, you can't have one message in multiple folders. So the labeling that Gmail provides is much more conducive to sorting and filtering messages. So let's see, what do we want to do? First, we would go to the settings section and we could go to the filters just to see all the lists of filters that exist. Okay, so I have some filters in here that I created already. And so I show that if I receive mail from these particular accounts, that they will be filtered and they will be associated to these labels. The easiest way to do this is going back into the inbox, grabbing one of these emails, opening it up, click on this menu options, and click on filter messages like this. That brings up a filter message, or the start of the filtration process. And right here it's a spam, or it's a email marketing thing, so it doesn't really have any valid characters, so we have to get rid of that. And it's New York Times, so we'll call it NY. Let's just say it's from NY Times. We can do that. And then when we go down here and we do a search for that, search from New York Times, and let's also say that we want to create this filter here because we see a valid search result. And we like, even though it's New York Times or nytimes.com or New York Times spelled out, we want to put that all in the same place. We can apply the label. And if we don't like what we have here, we can create a new label right here with this new label here. I'll call it a newsletter. We can add it to a forwarding address to forward all messages like that. And we can just choose all the options we want here. Then we create the filter. And so from now on, whenever I get an email from New York Times, it'll have the newsletter label. And we can see that by going into the settings. Let's edit this. Let's see if we can apply filter to matching conversations. That's what I didn't do last time, but now it'll update all conversations in that search result. We'll now get that label, and I'll show you that. So now all these New York Times emails have just been associated to the newsletter label.